more dominant they are, so it looks like the dominant male is actually leading the herd now. We've got the Ankoli cattle over here. Those horns get up to be about 6 feet long. And inside, believe it or not, their horns are actually hollow. There's a honeycomb pattern in there that the blood can flow through. We've got one on the right here, one on the left. But that's how they can stay nice and cool out here in the hot African sun. Being so big, that's how they regulate the body temperature. It's like having a big air conditioning unit on their head. Good view of those sables right there. We've got some termite mounds here. Now the termite mounds get hard as concrete, and every now and then we'll drive through here and we'll see a giraffe doing a dance with the termite mound. What they're doing is they're scratching their itches. So an old termite mound like this one on the left or this one on the right, everything gets used. Something like that rock there, they might perch up on top of it, the antelopes or the gazelles, and look for lions or cheetahs that might be in the tall grasses. So everything out here does get used and have a purpose. Off on the left, we've got a bunch of giraffes, and we've even got a little baby out there.
Aww.
Now the giraffes are eating machines. They will eat for 16 to 18 hours a day.
Can you see it?
And they'll get up to be about 20 feet tall.
Cute.
Cool thing about the giraffes, though, is they don't get very much sleep. They'll only sleep for about 30 minutes or so at a time.
Ooh, look at he's stretching his neck.
Now, as you can see, they got those nice long tongues. And they actually do take care of a lot of the pruning for us on the trees. You don't see too many low-hanging leaves around here, do you? You've also got some down trees here. That's because the elephants have plowed them over for us. So both of those activities let the sun to shine through, the grasses to grow, and then the gazelles and the antelopes got plenty to eat, so it's all one big ecosystem acting together, so everybody's got plenty to eat.
Inside of these bushes. What's in here?
Now under the trees here on the left, we've got the wildebeests. And 1.5 million of them will migrate across Africa each and every year. Cool thing about the wildebeest, from the time they're born, they got about 5 minutes to get up and learn how to walk. Otherwise, the migrating herd will leave them behind. And then we all know what happens then, right? Circle of life. Da, 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 da. Circle of life. Let's go ahead and see if we can find some more animals for you. A couple more baobabs off on the right. Okay, they were stopped looking at something.
This guy right here.
Folks, get those cameras on the right-hand side, because you can't see him right now, but boy, you're about to get one heck of a surprise. I've been driving 5.5 years, folks, and I have never seen an elephant in this water, so...
See him?
Yeah. I mean, every safari's different. No two safaris are ever the same. But you see that trunk? The elephant can hold about 5 gallons of water in that trunk. They don't drink through the trunk, though. They will actually put the trunk in their mouth and drink the water. But much like our nose, that's how they breathe. And then it looks to be a male, because just from the size of it, the males get up to be about 12,000 pounds. And then off on the left, folks, I'm not sure if you could see, but we got the mandrill monkeys. So we don't get to see them very often. They're very, very shy. But you may recognize them because the red and blue color on their face. They get up to be about 100 pounds, so these look like they're babies running around. But you've seen the kudus, and you've seen the mandrills, which we don't get to see very often. And then to see a big elephant running around in the water, just awesome. So definitely, definitely get some good video and photos of that.
Don't worry about it. We'll get it out.
Oh, Looks like the recent rains have washed us out. We're gonna have to take the that bridge that's under destruction. I'm gonna take it nice and slow as we go over this old bridge. We definitely got to get them fixed, but should be able to get by here. For those of you taking video or photography though, you got an opening here. I didn't see any animals out as we came around the corner, but if you do get back on the safari later on today, perhaps later on this week, remember that opening. Every now and then you get a herd of zebras out there or an elephant. It makes a great picture. So definitely come back and visit us. Now folks, these are the clay pits, and this is where we should see some more elephant activity. You can see the footprints, you can see they've actually scratched away at the clay with their tusks. They then eat the clay. I'm not quite sure how good that tastes, and kids don't try that at home, but supposedly it gives them essential minerals. It looks like we do have a lot of elephant activity up here on the left-hand side.
See their footprints right
But we just received a report that there's animals in the road, so we gotta wait and respect their privacy. As you can see, we've got one path we need to stay on. However, the animals could go anywhere. So it sounds like somebody's on the ride path, and we're probably gonna get some really good pictures of an animal close to the ride path, so get ready for those. On the move now, so. Oh, we got another one in the back behind the baobab. And we got a little one right over here. It's not the best view, but it's certainly an elephant. Looks like, look at that, he's shuffling his feet there. He puts his right foot in, he puts his right foot out, shakes it all about, does the hokey pokey. He just needs to turn himself about now. Yeah, and this might actually work out in our favor, folks, because we want to make sure that we keep good distance between the trucks. So we'll let them pull up and give you plans. We're trying to understand the elephants, how they communicate, how they interact with each other, and hopefully that'll lead to better conservation. Does anybody know who the biggest enemy of an elephant is?
Tell them, Alex.
What's that?
Tell them.
What do you say?
African.
Poachers, yeah, it's man, it's us. So we got to do what we can to help keep these animals around for a long time. You know, we're out there killing them for their tusks and taking their land away. We got to stop that. Give you a little bit of ambiance music here. Turn it up. Sing along if you know the words now. Oh, there's a little guy.
See, baby?
Got one out there, and that's a much better picture. Alright, let's shut that down real quick. Folks, it's a tough act to follow up after the elephants, but I'll do my best. Flamingos! Woo! This thing working back there? Flamingos! I know what you're saying. You're saying, Joe, flamingos are pink, right?